Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a granny stripe blanket. You will see it's very easy, only 2 rows to repeat. Start with a slip stitch and then you make chains. You make as many chains as you need to reach the width of your blanket. The stripe granny stitch actually works with a multiple of 3 plus 1, but looking at the length or the width of my blanket, I think I don't have the patience to count the chains that I'm making, but I will show you how to manage without counting. Now count 3 chains from the hook, so 1, 2, 3. Into the third one, do a double crochet, and the first 2 chains that we skipped count as a double crochet. So here it's like we have 2 double crochets. Now count again 1, 2. Into the third one, make 3 double crochets. 1, another one into that same stitch, and the third one into the same stitch. So 3 double crochets into 1 chain. Again, skip 2 chains into the third, make a cluster of 3 double crochets, and you continue like that until the end of the row, where we will finish with 2 double crochets. Alright, this is my last cluster of 3. I want to stop it here because I've made enough. I'm happy with the length that I reached, but I still have some chains left. If that's your case as well, as I said, we have to end this row with 2 double crochets. So as usual, skip 2 chains into the third one. This time you make 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. We end the row with 2 double crochets. Now what I'm going to do with the remaining chains is I will cut them. Before cutting, count 1, hope you can see it. From the chain where we worked, you count 1 and then 2, okay, and then into the third chain, that's where I'm going to cut. So I'll cut this. After cutting, just pull the yarn. You see the end will be gone, and then you pull and it will create another knot. You see? So that's how I get rid of the excess chains if you are also in the same case. That is it for row 1. To start row 2, make 2 chains and they count as a double crochet. Now we are going to work into the spaces that were created from the previous row. Go inside the space and make 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Next, we will make again another cluster of 3 double crochets into the next space. So go into the next space, make 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. Continue working like that, so you make cluster of 3 double crochet into the spaces until the end of the row. And for this second row, we will end with 1 double crochet. Once you reach the end of row 2, make a double crochet, 1 double crochet on top of the chain 2 that we skipped from the previous row. And that ends row 2. To start row 3, chain 2, then make another double crochet into that very first stitch where we made the 2 chains. Make there a double crochet. Now work your clusters of 3 double crochets into the spaces. And you continue working like that, 3 double crochets into every space until you get to the end of the row, and we will end this row 3 with 2 double crochets. So go on top of the chain 2 and make 1, 2 double crochets, and this ends row 3. For the rest of the blanket, you only have to repeat row 2 and row 3. If you want to switch to another color, you do it while doing your last double crochet. So I'm just unraveling to show how it works. So assuming I'm going to do my last double crochet, I'll start the double crochet. Right now I have 3 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn through, you have 2 loops, and that's when you bring in the new yarn. Take your new yarn, I'm bringing in the burgundy, pull it through, and that is it. Now start the next row with 2 chains, and if you want at this point you can cut and carry the tail with you. I will cut, and for extra security I like to tie a knot, not too tight, but yeah. This row 4 is a repetition of row 2, and our 2 chains count as a double crochet. So we move straight to the space and do our cluster of 3 inside, and we continue our work as we were doing since the beginning. So for the rest of the tutorial, just repeat row 2 and row 3.